Hello and welcome back to another episode, everybody. I missed my first daily upload. Sorry about that. Been working a bunch and haven't had the time to record and edit, render, and then upload videos, and I ran out of my small stockade. So apologies. If it happens, it happens. I'll obviously try to make it happen as infrequently as possible. Now with that, it's been a couple days since I've played the game. I actually feel kind of energized. I'm excited to be playing again. Excited to get back into it. I just need to figure out exactly where I left off and what my plans were, because I was a very bad person and didn't take notes on where I needed to be. So you'll go through it with me where I figure out what exactly I was last doing. One of them being, I think I did spend some time, probably all got cut out of the episode, but I did spend some time loading up the rocket. We see there in the bottom right, some stone, iron, rocket fuel, space, right, resources to build stuff, and then resources for science. Okay. So that's fairly built. How are we doing on ammo there? 124. Cut off this steam turbine. Okay, because I'm trying to use up this coal down here. I want this gone. Why? Obsessive compulsive disorder. That's the only reason I can think of. I could leave these little ore patches here and build over them and pretend they don't exist. But who wants to do that? I want these to go, go, go. I want to mine everything out. I'm a completionist. Absolutely arbitrary, but you know, it is what it is. And with that, I don't know if you heard that, but I've got some nice, warm, delicious coffee with me. That is definitely... Okay. Okay. Still 25,000 copper. That's a lot of copper. Now this comes down here, and that's probably because of this. Wow, this one's really utilized. Look at that. So what I think I might do, just as a stopgap measure, is real quickly go over there and just make sure that we're using the copper from the deep mining core drilling first. What I can do here is that a red belt? It's a red belt, which is fine. 1, 2, 3. Do that. We'll do an underground here. And then we can go out like this. And then another, we can have an input priority on the left-hand side. And we can have an output priority on the right, on the other left-hand side on this one. And then this one will get used first for both lanes. Gonna be fantastic. And there's glass back on the belt. All right. Fantastic. Something I could probably put in the rocket is, let's just grab all of that. Because if I remember correctly, if I were to go to space, right, there's 200 here, but there's only 1.5k rocket science, and all the others are about at about 3.5. So, why don't I also take up a stack of... No, it's farther down. Military science. Take that. And then when this rocket goes off, we will pay attention to these filter conditions and see if it puts in one or if it's going to put in both of these. There's one made here. This is disabled. If rocket is greater than 1, enable disable. Oh, you know what? I think I realized what my problem is. There we go. I think I figured out why it wasn't working. It's because it was reading the contents in the storage chest rather than the contents of the rocket silo. I think I figured it out. This is going to start to move. Excellent. Whoa, hey, that was an interesting bug. Did you guys see that? This rocket here, personal capsule, seems to be in front of other sprites, like hard-coded into the game, because the rocket, the satellite rocket, when it came up, went behind this guy. I'll keep that in the recording. That was pretty interesting. And you'll be able to review that and see if I'm crazy or not. That's what it looked like to me. Alright. Ah, yes. I still haven't looked into these. I think there's something like this. I remember something like this. Either that, or I'm gonna have to look up a guide of the color, the chroma numbers for each of the colors, and then just copy paste those into the trains, because I can't figure it out myself. I'm terrible with colors, unfortunately. Increase stone production? Did we do that? Let's move that up there. Open up map for M. Take a look here. I'd say we increased stone production. We've got a solid half belt of glass. And if we're not using a half belt of glass, the excess goes into here and gets turned into landfill. That's great. Now, I believe it's a red belt. So, yeah, until here. So technically, even if all of these were working, there would still be 15 ore per second going to those. That's great. We can delete that. Steam storage cells. Getting pretty close. Playtime 42. Not super emergency yet. Definitely can add more. This definitely seems like a better setup. I guess I might have way more steam than I need, but we'll see. And once I go through the coronal mass ejection, we will see exactly. I still want like another 2 of these, I think, and then we'll have enough power. I mean, I could also connect this. Oh, that's just for the radar. There's like, I've disconnected this from the rest of the grid because I want to burn through the coal and stuff that's here. All right, what's the next thing new? More sources of rocket fuel. Yes. I was actually thinking of building that up here. Because the rockets appear, make the rocket fuel, bring it down. I was also thinking that this area over here could be pretty good. I could extend the line out here, create another station, and then have it go back in. I could do something like that, and then I could have rocket fuel on a train. I could use that to deliver, like create little stations for delivering rocket fuel, like have a little peel-off station here, and then have lines that go to fuel up all the other train stations. I could build a centralized depot where all the trains have to stop, so rather than having 2 stations here, there's a 3rd station, or maybe I could have it repeat like 5 times and then have the depot station, so every 5th full run it'll go to the depot to restock. Because I believe I can, yeah, do this again. I can do a lodestone and then an unloadstone, and I keep on doing this, and then I could add my rocket fuel station, so it doesn't have to go every cycle, but you know, like every however many cycles I want. That's an option. So getting pretty close to this. The uranium mining, I took a look over here. We've got 4. This is now working again. That's good. Down to 22. What was there originally? 25,000? Okay. So we've got a lot of copper to burn through here. This also means... Yeah, unfortunately... This is tricky. This deep core mining setup is tricky because if anything backs up, if iron backs up, if copper backs up, if stone backs up, if water backs up, if oil backs up, if the pyroflux backs up, it means if any resource is not utilized, the whole thing just stops. And it's been a lot harder trying to balance that and get this integrated so everything gets used first than I thought it would be, unfortunately. So I think what we're going to do today is we're going to tear this down and then build iron, or the copper, the other resources that need to be brought into this base, with maybe some spare for new places. So without further ado, let's get into that. So let's get stone on the belt. All right. Oops. All right, let's turn off my robots. And I guess I'll help out by picking up these, since there's a lot of resources in each one. That is interesting. Ooh, are the low density structures done being made? No, they're still being made, but I can put some more in there. Hey, looks like we run out of... Not quite. It's moving every now and then. And only a teeny bit of coal is getting through on this belt. Why is that? What is backed up here? Oh, the oil. Okay, I'll fix that real quick. Alright, I'm gonna make a little thing here off to the side so I can figure out a good way to merge these belts, or a better way. And let's just say this is where it's coming from. Okay. Does that work? I mean, that would be it, wouldn't it? And as long as this is being lane balanced, which it is, this will make evenly from both sides. It'll alternate. Alright, good. Like, I can dump a lot of my excess fuel in there. And then... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here, okay. Alright. Probably should have done this a long time ago, but you know what? It is what it is, and that's a lot better. Now, if I were to just kind of casually copy this, how much space would I need? A ton. Alright. That tells me I'm going to need to... I'm going to want to clean out more of this first. Things are going to stop working quickly, but... And it is what it is, isn't it? This all needs to get redone. And I'd rather do it right the first time. I don't want to have to do this again. We'll turn off my... That's what I'll do. If I need more space here, I'll just move this down. And I'll just build it right, and I'll build it so I have space and things aren't super cramped together. Another star. So if I go down here, do something like that. Like this. Now that becomes the bottom. Okay. Let's just take a look here. Try and figure out what's what. Looks good so far. I think we can hook them up to this point. The yellow belts are so slow. There's more stone bricks over here. Just gonna do something like that. Man, okay. I can't seem to win. I just need to like tear everything out and then redo it. No, just start up here and go down. That's it right there. Those iron, stone, coal. Is it just copper? Oh, oil unloading as well. That's what I forgot. So I actually don't need these two. Right? I just want 4 copper. Should be plenty. I'll keep one as an iron backup. I can get rid of one of these. Okay. Do a bit of a customized thing here. I'm going to raise this. There. Good. And now I want this side to fit into it. Now from here, should probably just be in the air and be faster. It's so annoying. Ba-doop, ba-doop, ba-doop. Oh, here can be the train station. One, two, three, four, five. That works right there. Put a signal there, and then a signal here at the end, which means this wants to go down. Just one more. Right, because these are every 2. So it needs to go here. Then you can have that in the front. Burderp, burderp. Burderp, burderp, burderp. Burderp, burderp. Going to be oil. Colon. Unload. This is going to be copper, colon, unload. Now let's take a look at the basic item of the unload fluid. I spent a lot of time on this. I can flip it. This should be it here. Nope, wrong place. It'd be down here. Okay. This just pumps out. It's these that are circuited. So this can come out the side. Yeah. Already full. These two tanks? Really? Wow. Okay. Well, you know, sucks to suck, but that's going away. All these itty bitty lights are going away. Jesus. The beeping is going to drive me insane. I am getting tired of it. Merge here. Merge here. Move that one. Move that one. Remove that one. There, and there. How do I substitute this with what I'm pumping close by? How do I make it come in first? I suppose the way to do that would be to add another one of these. Or to have a pump between these two. Which basically says, if the crude oil in here... Oh, let's just put 20,000. Is less than 20,000 pump. Then this one can pump all the time. Okay. And then we'll do the unload. For copper. And I think that's going to be it for this episode. The stations are done. The waiting area is done for the trains. So when I come back, we'll get the resources cooking, and then we'll finish fixing up this spaghetti, and we'll create something more permanent over here, and then hopefully this will never back up again. You know, that copper is backing up, and that's probably because the base is dead on half of the resources. So once I get copper down in here, things should start to kick off again. All right. See you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.